Well, greetings from the sales floor of Ellingson Motor Cars here in Rogers, Minnesota, a northern suburb of Minneapolis, Minnesota, a mere 45 minutes from Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport by freeway. So there's no reason you can't get to us very quickly. Today we're going to talk about our latest acquisition, and boy is it a beauty, a 1964 Corvette Convertible. Boy, you're going to want to watch this entire video from start to finish, because we do a cold start, walk around, give you all the details of this remarkable automobile. Now, you can click on the link in the description and it'll take you right to our website, and our website being www.ellingsonmotorcars.com, where you will find all the information and pricing on this car, our current over 100 additional vehicles we currently have in inventory. So if you're looking for information, want to know more about our stuff, by all means, go to that website, Ellingson Motor Cars, and you'll find your first car, if that's the first one you're looking for in the world, or you're looking to fill in a hole in your collection. We might just have that dream car sitting right on the sales floor. But yes, 1964, second year for the independent suspension, the C2s as you will. This is, of course, the convertible. Roll-up windows, unlike the early Corvettes in '53, the biggest motor you could get was a 6-cylinder, and an automatic, whereas by the time you got to 1964, you had lots and lots of options in all those departments. This particular car, being it is a black car, which is Tuxedo Black, is its original color. Does also have its original red interior as well as the way the car was built. Does have a numbers matching 327 engine, V8. 327 Chevrolet engines were probably one of the most sought after and desirable motors going back many a year. Lots of people know about them. Lots of people are always looking for them. And on top of that, it also has a manual 4-speed transmission. Boy, I'll tell you what a great combination in 1964. These cars meant serious business, serious performance. It was the only American sports car, really, in 1964. And this is one of those cars that's sitting right here on our sales floor. Now, there has been a few things that have happened since 1964. There have been few liberties taken in terms of what they've done with the car. It originally did not come with the fuel injection, but it does have it now, which makes it, and it is a correct fuel injection unit, which makes this a really potent automobile, needless to say. Another nice addition this particular car has is the knockoff wheels, which is one of those another options. Remember, back in the days, you had to check off everything. You wanted a mirror, you had to check that off. You wanted an AM radio, you had to check that off. You wanted power steering, power brake, any of that stuff you had to check off. Well, this one, someone has now made this car even probably better than when it came new. It's got the knockoff wheels and it has radial tires. Tell you what, radial tires are by far one of the most sought after things in the day because, back then they had bias tires. Now with the radial tires, they're a nicer ride, a smoother ride, safer, whatnot. Really a vast improvement, and that's what's on this particular car. Also does have the side exhaust, which someone has added to the car just to make it a little more sporty. Has a really great sound. Another reason why you want to watch this entire video from start to finish, because we do the cold start. You can hear it purr and gurgle. This thing really has a great sound to it. As I said, it's an original colored car, black, very nice paint all the way around, and the interior, they always look like a rocket ship or an airplane or whatever. Great instruments. You got it right at your fingertips, and you got a 160-mile-an-hour speedometer. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to go quite 160, but needless to say, it had lots of potential for going fast, especially this one has a posi rear end as well, so you really could get off the line good and whatnot. I'm looking at the inside. They have nice instrumentation. The clock appears to even be working in this car. Does have the AM/FM radio, and as I mentioned, it does have the 4-speed. I guess to me, a Corvette 4-speed is really a nice thing to have. Of course, it has the soft top underneath here, so that's what's underneath this cover. Beautiful, like I say, interior all the way around. Great sound all the way. It's just one of those cars that a lot of guys are looking for. You're looking for that first Corvette. You want that C2. The 64 represents a really good value, and this one has lots of nice options on it. Now, you can find all of our stuff on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram as well. Give us a like, leave us a comment, or subscribe. We appreciate it very much. And it really is one of those things that you can get information on the current inventory and, as an added bonus, some of the cars we've sold over the last several years as well. So check out those websites. But again, I always recommend people go to our website, ellingsonmotorcars.com, for our current inventory and get on our mailing list, because that way you'll get notified when the new cars arrive. If there's a car you're looking for, we have a car finder. Or you can pick up the phone, give us a call, 763-428-7337, and by all means, we'll do our very best to answer any and all questions you may have about any particular car we currently have in stock. Well, if you're like me, you're going to say, you know, I love your videos. They're great. It's nice to hear the car run, great to walk around, take a look at it. But you know what? I want to come down to Ellingson's in person. I want to look at this car and really check it out. By all means, you're more than welcome. We are open Monday through Friday from 10 until 5 Central Standard Time, and Saturdays as well, 10 to 4. So if you want to come on down, fly in, drive in, whatever, we're happy to have you here. Just let us know you're coming. That's always one thing I always give people. Make sure to do that. In the event there's a particular car you're looking at, we want to make sure it's still here. You know, urgency sometimes is a word. If you find the car that you're really looking for, by all means, give us a call, because you never know. Someone else might have that dream car idea just like you. Now, there are people that go, well, I would really like to have one of these cars, but how do you finance one of these cars? Well, I'll tell you what, we have several sources that are familiar with the collector car market. They have availability of different car rates on loans and whatnot, different terms, in 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, whatever. They're willing to work with you, and they know what these cars are. And it's really nice to have people at your fingertips that can actually help you with that kind of stuff. We can ship cars any place in the world, for that matter. I mean, we can ship, if you say I live in Texas, Florida, California, whatever, we can certainly also assist you with getting cars shipped. And we always recommend, in our world, enclosed transportation, simply because you don't need people doing any parts picking or open environments that sometimes are not good for these old cars. They probably haven't hardly seen a raindrop unless the weatherman lied to them or whatever, gave them falsehood, I should say. Not intentional. But I mean, it's just one of those things. We can help you with that as well. The other thing I always recommend, if you buy a Corvette or you buy a Mustang, you buy a Firebird, whatever car you buy, a Hudson, a Studebaker, you name it, we just ask, you know, maybe you should join the local club. I know in the Twin Cities area, you have that big Corvette club. And you should also consider joining the National Corvette Club, simply because these are people who have the same interests you do. It's nice camaraderie. There's leads for if you need parts, if you're looking for things, have questions. They have websites that can help you as well. So I always recommend join that club. Well, I guess if you're looking for something that really has that look, it's a beautiful black as black. I mean, that is the nicest color. It just takes a little bit extra care. Fingerprints are, you know, are extra. We try not to send them to you with any fingerprints, but one of those cars gives you something to do in your spare time. You can sit and polish a black car as much as you like. It's never going to say no. But wouldn't this look good in your garage? I mean, it really would. It's not a really long car, so it will actually probably fit in most of the garages today. Some of these older cars, you really got to make sure they do fit. Well, with that being said, if you're looking for a black Corvette and you got one with a fuel injection under the hood, I mean, you really got a car that gets up and goes in a 4-speed to boot. We got it sitting right here on the sales floor of Ellingson Motor Cars. Give us a call, 763-428-7337, and we'll do our best to answer any and all questions you may have. Thank you again, and we'll see you next time at ellingsonmotorcars.com.